Hello YouTube. My name is Bossatron, or formerly known as Scavenger. Today I'm going to be bringing you my knife only Moab. This is actually one of my gameplays I'm most proud of today. So I figured it would be a good way to kickstart my first commentary. Just real quick, perks are Assassin, Extreme Conditioning and Sit Rep to start, and I'm unlocking Scavenger, Quickdraw and then Hardline. I'm not going to go into details about why I'm using this and that perk. The game's been out for fucking 6 months or so now, so everyone pretty much knows why everyone runs the perk that they run, and I don't think it's necessary to over-explain it in every single video. But yeah, what I do want to talk about in this gameplay is the certain play styles and the way that you have to maneuver and situate yourself for your situations to actually be able to pull off something like a knife-only streak or a knife-only Moab. This actually took me 2 weeks to get. I actually spent a lot of time figuring it out. Very quickly there, that was just a quick transition threw in because there was a big 2-3 minute gap where it actually went down to enemies forfeiting, and we got a whole new bunch of players in. But yeah, like I said, this gameplay actually took me about 2 weeks to attain. I died on a few 19s and a 22, and I finally managed to pull it off in this game, getting the full 24 kills, 23 with the melee, 1 throwing knife. But yeah, so to play towards a knife suited only style, you have to ensure that every single engagement that you get yourself into, you are within like a 1 or 2 meter range of that enemy. And in this gameplay, I'm running Sit Rep as my initial perk. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm listening as hard as I can to hear the enemies and evaluate where they are and where they're coming from and where they're going to. And then I'm synonymously moving myself to an appropriate position, so that when we do encounter, when me and this enemy do encounter, I have the upper hand because I've pre-planned the situation, and I'm in a position of superiority. Basically, you don't really want to be getting into situations with more than one-on-one person. A lot of the other knife-only mobs I've actually seen up on YouTube, you just sort of, I don't know, I've seen ones where the kids or the players, they just rush like headless chickens head on into multiple enemies, and they just somehow manage to maneuver and deviate their way in and out three or several enemies, and it's just somehow by fucking, they were just blessed by the Call of Duty gods, and they just somehow managed to pull off that scenario. But like in this gameplay, I feel as though I played it in a certain way where I could do it again. I feel like I understand it a bit better now. As you can see here, just like take that situation for example. I knew that enemy was coming because I could hear him. I positioned myself in a location where I would be close within a knifing range, so that when we did encounter, I would have the upper hand and the advantage. A lot of the enemies were actually running like FMG9 akimbos and strikers and a model. I haven't got nothing too personal against the model, but the FMG9 akimbos and the striker can go to hell. So that basically sort of it further amplifies the point that I'm previously sort of trying to get across. Basically, shotguns are actually also play to a close range sort of style, and so that basically means that when I am close to an enemy, if they do get a shot off, I'm pretty much a goner, because FMG9s have the fastest killing rate out of any gun in the game, and out of any automatic gun, and the strikers and the models are pretty much one shot, one kill. So basically, you need to position yourself so that you're at that knifing range, and you need to be quick enough and responsive enough to get that first shot off. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to pull back, as you can see there. I know that there are 2 enemies in that room, so I just sit back here for a second, And there's a Moab actually. In this gameplay, I actually did have a friend of mine running support. His name's Octane98. I'd like to give a little shout out to him. A big thank you to him. I wouldn't have gone without him. Just to wrap it up, I'd like to say that I feel as though this mob was played in a more consistent playstyle, and you can sort of therefore see the tactics and the steps and the processes that went towards actually making sure that each engagement was won. So yeah, thank you so much for stopping by and watching the video. I really truly do appreciate it. There will most definitely be more gameplays and commentaries in the future if you want to stick around for those. I hope you have a wonderful day or evening or morning or whatever the hell it is, wherever the hell you are. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.